Ripple XRP, Billionaire leaks XRP bottom. Is it possible to relist XRP on Coinbase? What will such an event lead to? We will answer these questions in today's video. The current price of XRP for today is $0.35 and the trading volume for 24 hours is $136,000,000 We are updating our XRP price in US dollars in real time. XRP has dropped 30% in the last 24 hours. Welcome to the Rich Club channel. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Do you think the analysts are right about XRP? Write the answers in the comments. Giving away 500 XRP at the end of the week. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins. Take a look at the instructions in the comments section. All you need to do is write the word XRP, watch the video to the end to like and subscribe. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, has not been definitive over the past few days. Last week, the RSI held a neutral value of 50 as support, but recently this level has not passed. Thus, there may be some volatile dynamics during the weekend. Similarly, the Awesome Oscillator, AO, was also below zero. He has not yet shown a strong bearish impulse. The A/D line had a resistance zone that was directly overhead and was indicated by two dotted white lines. If A/D can overcome this region, it will be a sign of sustained demand for the XRP rally. The Directional Movement Index, DMI, showed the absence of a strong trend. ADX, yellow, it was at level 20, ADI just above the 20 mark. Technically, this indicated a bearish trend, but in general meant the absence of a significant trend over the past few days. The $0.35-$0.36 range will be important to protect the bulls over the next day or two. The formation of a lower low below this area will signal bearish strength. Momentum indicators were inconclusive on the lower timeframes. Bitcoin could also strongly influence the direction of XRP in the near future. It seems that the patience of the crypto community has come to an end in light of a new initiative to remove Gary Gensler from the post of chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. A group of enthusiasts has created a petition accusing the former head of the CFTC and the current head of the SEC of obstruction of justice for non-compliance with laws relating to open short sales and for failing to provide competent supervision of market makers, citing an investigation into Citadel Securities. The SEC is pursuing companies like Ripple that are completely transparent in their activities, instead of really protecting investors. At the moment, the petition is on the website Change.org signed by more than 20,000 people. Although the mechanism does not require a certain number of signatures, it is believed that when 100,000 signatures are reached, the petition must be considered by the authorities. It is possible that Citadel Securities pushed the authors to create a petition. Recall that the company was accused of unfair trading and market making in relation to GameStop shares, using the Robinhood broker and buying customer order data from him. However, it seems that most of the signatories are participating in the initiative because of their dissatisfaction with the rhetoric of the head of the SEC regarding cryptocurrencies, a market that Gensler calls the Wild West. It was under Gensler that the regulator took a tougher stance on digital assets. The SEC's more aggressive approach, calling certain token securities, is alarming to the crypto community, as it may cause problems for the industry. Such a label causes strict requirements for investor protection. Crypto enthusiasts say that many of these restrictions are incompatible with digital assets. Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty considers it absurd for the SEC to comply with its standard market rules. He says, "I would rethink the logic of the statement that crypto markets should be subject to the jurisdiction of the SEC, because it's like saying that electric car drivers don't need seatbelts. In fact, it's more like punishing electric car drivers for not using gas stations owned and controlled by the SEC." SEC Chairman Gary Gensler said the agency has rules on capital markets to protect the integrity of the market as well as to ensure investor protection. Gensler added, "If a company creates a cryptocurrency market that protects investors and meets the standards of our market regulation, people are likely to trust this market more." However, in its current form, Gensler did not present a roadmap of how exactly greater trust will be built. To this end, Alderoty stressed the urgent need for reasonable regulation of cryptocurrencies by the United States, while at the same time calling the SEC's approach intimidation in a recent article. Alderoty referred to Sherman's unusual remarks during the oversight hearing on the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) Enforcement Division held last week by the House Subcommittee on Financial Services, at which Sherman raised the Ripple lawsuit. In December 2020, the SEC sued Ripple for allegedly raising funds by selling XRP, which at the time was the third largest cryptocurrency, without registering it as a security. "I would rethink the logic of saying that crypto markets have to succumb to SEC jurisdiction, because that's like saying drivers of electric cars don't need seatbelts. It's actually more like punishing electric car drivers because they don't use SEC-owned and controlled gas stations." The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has been sharply criticized by digital asset industry leaders over its regulatory policy. Now the lawyer has reported that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler refused to meet with cryptocurrency companies last year. John Deaton, the founder of Crypto Law and a lawyer for XRP holders, said that Gary Gensler refused to meet with the holders of 69,000 XRP. However, he also said that the SEC chairman had not even met with Congress. Instead of meeting with key players, Gensler meets about 7 times with a firm that controls 90% of his money. In a Twitter thread, Deaton said that the current state of the SEC chairman is estimated at more than $100 million. He added that the commission is not concerned about the manifestations of its illegality. According to the Cryptography Act, Gensler's disclosure records from 2020 to 2021 showed that most of his money was invested in funds managed by the Vanguard Group. Annabelle Lee LLC and the Family Trust are 2 of its key structures. Meanwhile, the public calendar of the head of the SEC does not show any important meetings with any retail crypto companies or even leaders of blockchain associations. While he was meeting with his asset managers, Gensler's files show that Gensler did not even respond to the letter from the U.S. representative. Moreover, he skipped an appearance before the Republican Party of Financial Services to answer some critical questions. While he refused to address the crypto leader, SEC enforcement lashed out at retail holders in court. Coinbase is the latest cryptocurrency exchange to come to the attention of the SEC regarding regulatory policy. XRP lawyers stressed that Coinbase has been trying to work in accordance with the commission from the very first day. The platform even excluded XRP tokens from the list and refused to launch Lend. Deaton believes that Coinbase hit the target only because it cooperated with the commission. The dispute between Bitcoin maximalists and altcoin supporters never stops. With his latest statement, the famous Bitcoin maximalist Michael Saylor stirred up another wave of discussion and indignation of the crypto community. This time he surpassed himself. He criticized Ethereum, questioning its technical development and the idea itself. In response, Vitalik Buterin called Saylor a complete clown. Earlier in July, he also called Ethereum a security. Since it was released through an ICO, he has a management team and was pre-mining. All this certainly makes sense, especially in light of the SEC's process against Ripple. Lawyer John Deaton, who represents more than 68,000 XRP holders in court, did not stand aside and invited Saylor to speak at Crypto Law and explain his position that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that is not a security. Michael at Saylor received an open invitation to speak on at Cryptologist TV and respectfully discuss, justify, or clarify the extremely critical statements he made during this podcast. John Deaton mentioned in a Twitter thread that the comments of the CEO of MicroStrategy imply that everything except Bitcoin, BTC, is a security. Saylor claimed that if you work ethically and know the law, then you will only build a BTC network. He indirectly said that the rest of the coins are securities. The lawyer of XRP pointed out that the analysis of the limit of the security conducted by Saylor is deeply erroneous. It's amazing considering how smart he is. However, his statement about ethics is absurd, and he needs to be better than that. He added that Saylor is a Bitcoin maximalist, and that's fine, but he has a serious problem with his analysis. It is fair to distinguish the purpose of creating Bitcoin and altcoins. However, the criticism also applies to BTC. More disturbing are his comments that if you are ethical, you will only build on Bitcoin Lightning. Ethical comments are absurd, and Saylor should be better than that. The problem with his analysis is that he equates every potential developer with the founders of the platform, Deaton's lawyer tweeted. If he wants to criticize the founders of altcoin compared to Bitcoin, that's understandable, and I don't mind whether I agree with him or not. But we are talking about an open distributed registry technology without permission. Not every developer was given PRE-mine tokens. According to Deaton's lawyer, many developers would prefer to use a certain network, such as the Ripple XRP ledger, simply because this network fits their vision. He added that these developers will make their choice without reference to the founders of the blockchain. Lawyer Deaton mentioned Spend the Bits, a payment solution that allows people to use their BTC in payments at a relatively low price. Lawyer Deaton added that despite choosing Bitcoin as the preferred payment method, the developer built a solution based on the XRP ledger, XRPL. What do you think are the prospects for XRP in 2023? Write your forecasts in the comments. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss the release of new videos, and do not forget about our contest. Write in the XRP comments to add 500 XRP to your account.